Hello and welcome back to the Great White City Builder. Today we are back in the Great White North building the Rockies. And I'm always excited for these episodes. I absolutely love playing these games, or playing this game and posting on YouTube. It's super fun. So this is also going to be an exciting one. It might be a little bit more chill as well, which is kind of nice. I know that when I watch cities, like gameplay YouTubers, I enjoy the chill ones as well. But it's still going to be a lot of fun. We're going to make a few fixes. We're going to name a park, which is exciting. And first things first, this guy needs water, so that's what we're going to do first. And while I'm doing that, I'll tell you what we're doing today. So, what we are doing today is we are finally, as if this has been like an issue for weeks, but we are going to be making this area, we're expanding this. We're expanding it over here. This isn't going to be a cul-de-sac anymore, which is going to be quite nice because this would be a ginormous hazard. Like imagine if for whatever reason this road blew up or something. They would all die. So that's obviously a problem, and we're going to fix that. We are also going to take this out. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it today. However, I really want to get this forestry industry to level 5. We don't have enough room for the workers, but we're still only like halfway to the amount of workers that we even need for it, for level 5. And yeah, so I want to get that done a little bit. You know, I don't think it'll be today, but we're gonna get close to it today. And then a few fixes around. So right off the bat, we're gonna add homes along here. I said I wanted to do it in the last episode. Don't know why I didn't, but we're gonna do it right now. I think it was because we didn't want things to fill out here and not up here. There is a little bit of space here for a walking path. I think what I'll do eventually is add like a nice key wall along here. And honestly, let's just do that right now. Let's get that done. If I could find the key wall. Obviously, if you can't tell, I don't think I've ever made a key wall, actually, funny enough. Where are they? Oh, they're right here. I like these trees. I think that's a really nice key wall. So let's do that. We're going to go into our parallel road tool in our unified UI, or sorry, our network multi-tool. And this is how we're going to build this. Because I want it to, like, it's not going to be perfect. We're going to move things around, obviously, and this isn't perfect, but I just want it to make a little bit of sense over here. So we're gonna bring this out to about, does that make sense? Yeah, we're gonna bring this out to about here, place that down, and already I think this looks really nice. I think we'll take this out here and we'll leave it here. I think that looks cool. And then let's look on this side. What we're going to do here is actually bring this over. And maybe just extend it a little bit, honestly. We'll turn on anarchy. Turn off collision just in case. And let's just bring that right here. Awesome. And then what we can do is we can come into here, turn on this guy, which is our arrange at line mode, and we'll click these two nodes, and we'll just make this, oh, that looks so bad, and it's screwed now. So let's let's take this out, go back into our key, and bring this around. So we'll turn on anarchy again. Perfect. And then let's go into move it and just move this just a little bit. And now for whatever reason this is kind of bumpy. So we'll take this node right here. We will arrange at object height right here. Perfect. Actually, that didn't work. I don't know why that's not working. Maybe I just raise this up manually. Then we go into our slope. And let's just slope this to here. 0.5. Yeah, so that's not too bad. You won't even notice it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come into our brush. And we're just going to pull this a little bit. Oh. And we're just going to pull this a little bit just to the key wall, make it look a little bit nicer. And then we'll come in with our sloping tool here as well. Or sorry, our soften terrain tool. And we'll just soften this around here. And this is not doing what I want it to do. I'm using the wrong tool. So I actually went into our level terrain tool, right click on the level that I want, and then pull this in. We'll do the same thing over here. Make it a little bit nicer. Then we'll go into our soften terrain. I'll soften it right here. Perfect. Let's do that one more time. Now, let's see. Perfect. And that looks really, really nice. And then you can, people can like walk across here. So let's add some paths in there as well. Like I said, we'll turn off collision and we'll leave on anarchy for these paths. I don't want them destroying homes. In a lot of these houses, they may not like the fact that we're putting a path right beside them, but that's just life sometimes. Sometimes you get a path beside your house, and that's just the way it is. And I think this is really nice here. Whoa. You see that? Nothing now. Zoom out, and now you see little... Maybe that's just the rendering. That's fine. Cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to name this park right here. And I'm pretty amped. So thank you to Rel for coming up with a name. So we're going to name this the Rock Hard Park. Perfect. Cool. So now we have the Rock Hard Park as our founder's park. And I like it. I think it's great. I think it's a cool name. So thank you. If anyone else has any names, leave them in the comments. We have a few more parks. We have a forestry industry. We have 3 parks. We're going to even make another one today. So yeah, if you have any funny names, put them in the comments, Let's do it up. One other thing that we forgot to put over here was we need to make this roundabout rules. Perfect. So now let's go into our TMPE real quick. And we're going to have to change some stuff. We just need to do this. So make sure that people can actually merge if they want to, or change lanes, or else they're going to be stuck. Perfect. All right. And then we're actually going to come in here. Oh, what am I doing? We're going to come in here and we're going to turn on this. So what this does is it basically makes the entire street priority. So it takes away all of the lights and now they just have stop signs on either side, but it adds a stop sign right here. So we're going to need to fix that. So now let's go back into here and turn off all of the stuff there. Perfect. And then do we need to change anything? No. So we're good to go. Perfect. We are good to go there. And while we're doing this, let's do that for every road. So I don't want to break anything, but I want to take out this connection because people are using this as a pass-through, and I don't love that. So now they're going to be forced to use this roundabout, which is much better because that's what it's for. Honestly, I probably should have switched this Costco and made the back of it over here. That might have made a little bit more sense because now if you want to go to the Costco, you can't just go right here. You have to go around, but we're going to see how this works and maybe we change things around. Hopefully not, but if we have to, we have to, and that's okay. Still love how many people are using this path. But what we are going to do is, yeah, we're going to make these roads stop signs. But then we need to come in here and make sure there's no stop signs around here. So let's check. Let's go into our TMPE. Yeah, there's a stop sign here, which we do not need. Oh. What do I do? Oh, like this. Like that. Okay, cool. What is this? When did that happen? Okay. Weird. Sure. But now there's going to be stop signs here, I believe. Yeah, look, he's stopping. So we'll come in here, we'll go here, and we'll just turn these off. Perfect. So now that should be moving normally again. And we're going to do the same thing for these roads. So let's go into this road, and then let's go into this road. Do the same thing. Go into our TMPE, go over to our priority signs, and take these off. So now stop signs will exist on all of these intersections, and there's no longer going to be lights. There were some lights over here, and I'm pretty sure it was causing traffic to become a little bit congested. But now we're chilling. Now we are chilling. So let's get on with the main course today. We need to extend this road so that it's not a cul-de-sac anymore. So we're gonna come into our 4-lane road with decorative trees. And is there a nicer road that we could use? There's 4-lane road with trees on sidewalks. That's a pretty nice road. No parking on that one though. And maybe we selectively place these places. That's bike lanes, that's bus lanes. Ooh, we need to do transit as well. All right, so let's use this one. And what I wanna do, I'm gonna turn off that, perfect. Okay, so what I wanna do here is we're gonna have this road kind of come up, and then we're gonna make it straight across here. Let's go 150 units just so that it looks pretty, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. So we have this ginormous straight road, and this is going to connect up with this road actually. And it's just gonna be like a rural connection just to make sure that you can get out. We are gonna add a connection right here, but for now, this is where we're going to leave it. And then we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna connect these up. So my road guidelines are off, I'm gonna turn them on. And we're gonna make this connection. Let's see, how does this look? This looks a little weird on this side. So let's take that away. And let's do this one more time. And we'll bring it to about here. Now we can straighten this out. And that looks awesome. This is like a little bumpy, obviously. Look at this. But we're just gonna come into our slope terrain tool in our network multi-tool. We're gonna slope this out. So it starts to become straight at here. So this is where we'll add this, and look at that slope, 20 down to 4.2. Awesome, love to see it. And now we've blasted through, the terrain. So we'll come into our landscaping tools, and we're gonna soften this terrain a bit. We'll turn the brush strength up pretty high. We'll turn the size as well, and let's just feather this out a little bit. And honestly, while we're here, let's feather this as well. Not too much, because we did blast through it, and I don't want to pretend like we didn't, but, And then we'll feather this too. Just a little bit, just so that maybe, you might be able to come down. Maybe we'll have a path that kind of comes down here. And honestly, it'd probably be stairs, right? Like if we include this in this giant park that we're going to put over here, it'd probably be stairs. But, I guess you don't really have the option to do stairs in this game for whatever reason. One thing that I want to do is I want to look at our terrain real quick. Okay, so we are going to have a road come down here. And we're going to just bring it here for now. I'm not too worried about where this goes from here. We're not going to be building down here just quite yet. But I just wanted it in there. And then we'll bring this over. So let's see. We'll come out about here, and then we're just gonna curve this in. And yeah, again, we're not gonna be building along like down here. We'll probably build along this street, but I just want to be able to get down here, and we're gonna use this connection to do it. So we need to go into our rural roads. Sounds like the rural juror. If you guys have ever seen 30 Rock, it's a good joke. Anyway, and we're gonna connect this up. So let's turn on our trains, see what we're doing. Okay. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna turn on this. And we're gonna come across this contour line right here. We're like big time winding right now. And then we'll kind of come down here. Perfect. And we'll come down a bit more. And then let's wrap around here. Amazing. And then we can come down like here. And then we'll go straight here. Perfect. Awesome. So now we are officially not a cul-de-sac. And if there is a fire here, then we funnel everyone into the dirt road. Fantastic. So let's go into our slope terrain. This is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And what we're going to do is, I would like this node to be the same as this one. We're going to bring that all the way down. Go into our slope terrain. We'll go here, and we're going to equal that out. Because when you come around this corner, you're going to want this to be as flat as possible. It's already a dangerous corner. And you just want it to be a little bit safer, you know? There's nothing I am if not safe. We'll bring this down to about here. So 3.4, awesome. And maybe we even extend this. We'll see how we feel. But yeah, no promises yet. And then, how are our slopes here? So we have a ginormous one. And they're actually not that bad. So 5.4, not too bad. We have blasted into the side of this. So what we're going to do again is level this out. Perfect. And we'll level a little bit. I do want to keep this rock face because we have, like, I want it to be, you know, we did literally just blast through it. So I think it'd be kind of cool if we kept a little bit in there. And then let's come in and let's take out these trees that are scaling the mountain. It's not that that doesn't happen, but it looks a little ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that. So that comes down here. And I do want to make a highway connection as well, which means that we are going to have to upgrade this road from these highway ramps to an actual highway. I do like the aesthetic of these. I think that they look pretty cool. And, you know, we're obviously keeping them here. Like, we've kept them for as long as we can. But when we start to build along this highway, like, if we don't change this, we have to create an interchange. Whereas if we change this into a highway road, we can just do a T intersection and call it a day, basically. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so let's start bulldozing. Awesome. And then we can come in here, take this road out, go into our freeform tool, and do that. And now you have a little bit of a thing here. Actually, let's do this the other way. And I think it just looks a little bit nicer. And then we can flip that. And let's do the same over here. we'll actually take out this road, and then we'll come around. Awesome. And then what we can do is we can go into our node controller, and we can just clean these up a bit. And we won't go into our intersection marking tool or our TMPE because these already function like they should. Like, you can't do a U-turn here. You just have to go straight because these, and you can tell because these arrows are, this is just a straight arrow. Whereas if you could do a U-turn, it would be a straight and a left, kind of like this. This is a right, so it would have a straight and a right, or a left in this case. So we're gonna leave it like that. And then we can come over here and we can add another connection. So that is what we're going to do. And this is just gonna be a straight T connection. We're gonna go into here and see where we're at. We're actually gonna come up here and then wrap around. And then this should be, because this is a high speed, we should come down 3 units. Perfect. And just so that this is a 90-degree angle, make it the safest possible intersection as we can. And then I want to make one more connection on this highway, and that is up here. And this is actually going to be a highway connection as well. So we're going to come into our terrain tool and see what we're working with. This looks like probably the best area. So we're going to come out from the 90 and then go into our freeform tool. And we are going to meander our way down. I don't know if that's the right word, but we used it anyway. And honestly, maybe we do come right here. I think we do. Yeah. So let's come here. We'll go here. We'll bring this up. And we'll bring that around. Awesome. And then we can upgrade this segment. Perfect. And now we have a few different connections to this highway. You know, maximize safety for our Sims. We care deeply for them. So again, coming into our slope terrain tool, and we're just gonna see how about fixing this. Like, this is so funny. I actually grew up in a place with, it wasn't a highway. But I grew up in a place where one of the hills in the main, like, drag, basically, like the main street was more than a 9. It probably was like a 20, honestly. Let's bring this down a little bit more, 6.5. We can do 5.5. And it was funny because when I was 16, I bought my first car and I drove stick, and I got stuck there one time. I was like 17, my first car, and I got stuck on a ginormous hill. I stalled out, and it was super embarrassing. I think about it often, and I laugh, like I'm fine. I think it's so funny. Cars were honking at me, and I'm just like, go by, please. It was pretty embarrassing. At the time, it was embarrassing. Now I think it's funny, but all right. So let's build this out. The one thing that I don't want to do is make this boring, because it's so super easy to just, you know, do these regular grids and it'll function properly and it will work and all that kind of stuff. But it's just a little boring, and I don't want to do that. So we are going to use our, we're going to go into our terrain again, and we're going to have a road that follows along here, keeping a distance of 4 for our grid from the edge of this little mini cliff. And I guess we'll bring it in here, and then we'll come in there. Cool. And let's actually do the same thing on the other side. We'll go here. Yeah, we'll start from here just because this is a highway as well, so we want to be a little bit farther away. And let's bring a road across, and we can come up a little bit with this road, but you know, nothing too much. And then we'll stop it here because we don't need to hook up to this highway, and then we can bring this down. And the reason for that is I just want a little bit of a fun roadway layout. We have this straight road, which is pretty boring, and that means that we can kind of have fun with the rest of them, you know? So we'll come here, and we'll come here. Perfect. And I like that. I think that's really cool. One thing that I do want to add over here, we can turn off our levels now, is I want to add a little cul-de-sac over here. So we're going to turn off our road guidelines because this is giving me some trouble. And actually, maybe we do turn this on. Haha. Let's come here, and we'll bring it right about here. And then we'll turn this back on so I don't forget. And then we'll come into, and we'll make a cul-de-sac here. And if you don't know how to make a cul-de-sac, I'm going to show you. It's super simple. There's countless videos on YouTube. But what you do is you add a node super close to the end. As soon as it's green, add one. And object reference not set to an instant of an object. So pretend that that never happened. And then we grab this node and we make it 200. Perfect. So now you have a little cul-de-sac. Yay. What we'll have to do is, I don't have any ploppable houses in Rico. I could download some, but I don't have any right now. What we'll have to do is we'll just bring over a house and we'll put it there, and we'll call it a day because we can't zone around there. But now we have a little, it looks kind of funny actually. Maybe this should have been the hard rock. So now we'll start to build out the rest of our roadway layout. And I like to take our nodes and kind of go from there. So when you're building your roadway layout, you want to take a look at the blue line to the left or the right from where the road is going to be, and that is obviously where your zoning will be. So to maximize your zonable area, that's like the best thing to do. And then we're just going to have some fun with this roadway layout. We'll go by our nodes and make sure we break this up a little bit, but they don't need to be perfect 90s because these are rural roads. We're in the mountains, we're in the country. You know, obviously you want it to be safe, but it doesn't need to be maximize safety all the time. We can kind of have a little bit of fun with it. And then we can come in here and do this. And now we have larger blocks and larger lot sizes, so we can have some trees and some separation between these houses as well, which would be nice because that would actually happen in the real world, right? And again, maximizing our zonable space here. We just have this fun little road around, right? Make something that has a little bit of character. That's what I was trying to do when I was workshopping this. I made something super boring, and I was like, I don't love that. We're gonna have a road here, and then we're gonna have something come across. And this one, honestly, truthfully, might be a little boring, but that's okay. So we'll start it here, and we'll bring this out all the way. Actually, I don't love that. So we're actually gonna go here, and we're gonna bring this out. And again, I'm trying to maximize the zonable space here. And then we're going to bring that straight over. I have anarchy on. And now we take out that node because it could... Oh, it's already gone. Okay. Yes, this might be the most boring road that we have, but that's okay. I'm trying to maximize the amount of zonable space here. And yeah. Now let's bring this over. Just like that. Perfect. And we'll leave this area here. Maybe we'll do something fun over there. Yeah. Oh, that is not. Don't love that. Oh, but that makes sense why that made me do it. And then we'll come over every 2 nodes at 90s. And this will make for some irregular block sizes. And that's okay. Maybe not every 2 nodes, but you know, we'll try to do it as well as we can. We're gonna connect the rest of this up. And we'll probably add some more roads in between here. But just for now, we'll do it like this, and then let's add some roads. So our road guidelines are all over the place. And just some different roads, you know. I like to talk a lot about the towns that I grew up in. I mean, the town. And this just looks like a fun little road. Like, imagine driving this. It would just be a lot of fun, assuming that there weren't a lot of stops. The town I grew up in, we had this giant thing. It wasn't actually the town I grew up in. It was a town over, but I had this road along the water where I lived, and it was super fun to drive when I was 16. Admittedly, I just sped a little bit through the road, got in a little trouble from a former teacher. He got mad at me. It's a long story. We don't have to get into it, but it just was a lot of fun. You know, I used to play "I'm In It" by Kanye, because that was when Yeezus came out, when I had that car, and I used to play that song and honestly just speed. You know, maybe don't do that, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed driving on a road that wasn't boring, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I want to do here. I want to make some of these roads kind of memorable, you know, for the for the fake people that live here. Oh my god. Okay, and then let's just bring a road across, or not a road, but a water pipe along. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add high density along this road, because we don't have a crazy commercial demand. We have some commercial here. We can add a little commercial zone somewhere if we need it down the line, but you know, the small realistic population, you do not need that much commercial, and we don't have any high density yet. So unfortunately, you need a population of 9,500 in order to do a high-rise band, which we will have in this area. But for now, we'll let them be, I guess. And we're gonna add some high density across from here. To get this started though, we're gonna turn off that. We're gonna bring this to about here. To get this started, we need power, obviously. So we're gonna bring that over, and then yeah, we're gonna zone along. And we'll leave some areas. Maybe we'll leave this for a park. I'm not quite sure yet, but we're gonna leave some areas around here open. We won't zone everything over here. Maybe we'll have like little commercial pockets, places. But really, I want to build out our population a bit. What's kind of nice is that at 9,500, we get the train station that we've been waiting for. So I'm pretty excited about that. But let's plop these down, and we'll be right back. Don't know why these are irregular, but that's fine. And then we can come in here and we can plop down some of our normal residential, and we'll leave, let's leave, where do we want to leave? Let's not leave anything yet. Let's just place. Let's do that instead. So let's go in here. I picked up some schools, which is really fun, because I didn't want to keep using these same boring schools. So we have this elementary school. This looked much different on the Steam Workshop. Let's place it down and then let's talk about how it looks. Let's put it, oh my god, I think it's gonna look really bad. What? This is an elementary school? I hate this. I'm sorry to whoever made that, but that just looks so weird. Let's look at this high school that we got as well. I think we can change the color, hopefully. I don't even know how to change the color. Maybe we can't. Oh my god. Let's destroy this high school and let's destroy this elementary school. And we're just gonna place new ones down here. We're just gonna place our vanilla ones because I really don't like the way those look. Yeah. Sorry again, dude, if you built those. but they just look weird, honestly, to me. I know these are basic, but at least they don't look that strange. Okay, yeah, so we shall continue doing these. Let's take out this, because that's small and I don't love it. Let's also dezone that, but we will zone this. And then let's add some parks in here, because that is what we're missing. We're gonna have some bigger ones, obviously, but for now, oh, we have a carousel. When did we get these? Tropical garden. I actually really like this. That looks really cool. Let's put that right here, because we have some smaller lots here. I like the way that looks. And we'll add a dog park over here, right about there. And let's add a Japanese garden as well. You know, we can put that right behind these buildings. One thing that we are going to have to add is a hospital over here, and realistically probably a police station. So we will do that when we get a little bit more money, because we're running a wee bit dry, but that's okay. Let's zone out the rest of the areas over here. Awesome. And now while we wait for this to fill out, we are going to come over here and we're going to look at our forestry industry and kind of see what's going on. So we have a lot more workers here, which is nice, 634. We are starting to get a little bit of a demand for our industry as well, which means that we can fill this out a bit. So what I would like to do is we're going to move this over. So let's look at what we have in our industry. We want to get to level 5. So right now, this was level 4, I believe, the engineered wood plant, and then we want to get the pulp mill, because the pulp mill will make paper, and this makes plain timber, the engineered wood plant. So this is like better, the engineered wood plant better than the sawmill, and then the pulp mill better than the biomass pellet plant. So we want those like almost ASAP. So let's take out these two. And then because we don't have a ton of money, we're gonna move this. And then we're gonna come in here, we're gonna go to our engineered wood plant, and we're gonna place 2 of these down and spend almost all of the money that we have. Love it. And then let's actually go in here and let's fill this out too. So we can move this guy over there, and then we can plant a ton of these. We don't have any money, that's fine. This is kind of moving into the road. So let's turn off anarchy, because obviously that's still, oh, we have a collision off. My bad. So let's move these things around. Perfect, cool. And then we'll also change these trees to oak. Awesome. And while we're here, let's actually go into our forestry brush and let's fill this out a little bit. So I made a new brush called pine, and this is just pine. And this is pretty much just for our forestry industry. So our strength is all the way up, and let's just line this road with pine trees. And then we're gonna fill these in as well with these guys. What are they called? Our plantations, our tree plantations. But for now, we're just gonna fill it up with pine. Awesome. And we'll just come around here as well. This is a forestry industry after all. There's lots of trees everywhere. We'll take out some trees that are living here that shouldn't. And perfect, right on. So we're actually negative money. Wow, look at that. That's fantastic. Let's run this super fast so that we get rid of that, get some money. So now we're able to have 900. That's cool. I want a little bit more maybe what we do, I don't love taking out loans, but we're just going to do it, and then we're going to pay it back super, super fast. But we're going to move these two buildings, or these three buildings across, like so. Delete these, and then place the better ones here. Place the engineered wood plants. And that is awesome. So we'll come to move it again. Move these a little bit over. I know it's not the most realistic thing in the entire world, but when you're out of money, you got to. You know what I'm saying? You have to. That's just the way it is. Awesome. So we should have room for more people. Yeah, so now we're at almost, we have room for like 1,000 people. So hopefully this shoots up. We have a pretty good industry demand. If we can get to level 5, then we can take these out and we can add in the pulp mill, which would be kind of nice. Yeah, I like that. Let me make sure we don't have any policies that are costing us money. We actually should, we should have some policies in. For-profit education. That sounds good. I'm from Canada, so we don't have this, but maybe we should in the game. We'll see. Let's let this run for a minute and get to level 5. I think it's going to get there. And we got to small city. That's awesome. So now we can get rid of the high rises, high-tech housing. That's cool. Big business benefactor, small business enthusiast. That's awesome. I love that. Industrial space planning. That's cool. All zoned industry. I don't know what this is. Allow zoned industry to work even more effectively by overlooking a few work safety laws. Oh, fantastic. I love that. Some new monorail. We have our trains. Oh my God, I'm so excited for the trains. A basketball arena. Awesome. Dope. Let's get it. I want to let this sit for a little bit longer. Let's try to get to 800. And we finally got it. Oh my God, watching that go up was like watching paint dry. So we got the pulp mill, the modular house factory. We have another factory, awesome, and a large tree plantation. We don't have room for these, but that's okay. We have the pulp mill, which is awesome. So let's go down to regular speed, and let's get some pulp factories in here. So these do, let's see, 6,400. These do 32. So it's double the capacity. Obviously costs more, but it costs less per week for 2 of these. Let's look at how much tree, 52 tons. We have 32 tons going in here. Awesome. So what is the size of these bad boys? Oh, it's about the same size, which is awesome. So I'm hoping that we can just kind of take these out and add in the new ones. Let's see if that works. We can. Awesome. Oh my God, that's amazing. So they cost 30,000. So we're gonna let this run fast again and hopefully get some more money. But now our capacity will be much higher. We're doubling it, really, which is amazing. And we'll probably add a little bit more along here. But for now, I think this is okay. We did get another factory, so let's look at that. Let's go into our unique factories. This is the printing press. This is the new one that we got. So the soft paper factory. Was that it? No. The modular house factory. I think this is the one that we got. So it's 180K. It doesn't tell you how much money that it makes, but you know, what do you do? So these need a few other things. This needs oil, it needs petroleum. This one needs glass, petroleum, and that looks like metals from the ore. So we need a few more industries. But that'll be kind of fun to do. I don't want to like import everything. I would much rather like have the actual industries. And now that our industry demand is going through the roof, I think that might be something that we do. We're at 10,000 population. Ooh, one thing that we have to do really quickly before I forget is we need to do a citywide high-rise ban. And I don't know if these are considered high rises or not, but if they are, then they need to go. And I guess time will tell for that. But yeah. So let's see. Our forestry, or our demand is still through the roof. That is awesome. We have enough money for one more of these pulp mills, so we'll take that out. We'll do that. We still have a ton of raw forestry that we're just putting out, so we can actually create more of these factories. So let's get to that. And let's wait a little bit more. We need to get to 30,000, and we can add one more pulp mill. And we're there, or just about, but by the time we place it, we should be. Where is it? It is right here. Perfect. So let's just wait until we have enough money. Awesome. Cool. Now, that is pretty much all that I want to do for now. We might extend this this area, our forestry industry, a little bit farther in the next episode. And the next episode is going to be a fun one too, because we're going to get over here and we are going to create the train station. A building is burned down. Oh my God. Do we have enough firefighters in the city? Let's look. Not really, no. Over here seems to be fine, but dude, that sucks. Oh, it was a big fire too. Dang. The Sunset residence. Imagine having your last name be Sunset. Kind of cool, honestly. My name would be Randy Sunset. That's such a dumb name. If your name's Randy Sunset, then I don't know. We gotta have a talk, you know? Let's see. So we have a super high industry demand. I think that's because our residential has popped off with these with this high density residential, and that's awesome because we have been fighting tooth and nail just meeting our residential demand, and we finally are going to be able to with this high density residential, and that is awesome, which means we can have a little bit more fun creating new industries and doing that whole thing. So I'm pretty amped for that, I'm not gonna lie. Let's create this cul-de-sac over here, and then I think that's gonna be the end of it. So we're gonna move this house right over here. Perfect. And we're also going to move this house. And these two houses will share this little cul-de-sac area. They will be best friends and neighbors for life, unless one of them moves or harms the other. But I don't think that's going to happen. Now this house doesn't have power, and these ones don't have power. Oh no. Okay. So we need to bring this house now here. And now they have power. Thank God. Awesome. Let's look. Awesome. So we got a lot done today. We have a crazy high demand for industry, which is awesome. I'm so excited about that because now we can make a campus area if we want to. We can add some offices. I want to create this downtown area, and it's going to be super busy, hustling and bustling. I'm actually amped. I'm actually super amped. That's going to be an exciting one. But guys, that is everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like the video. If you loved the video, subscribe down below and let me know in the comments section what you want to name the rest of these parks. Again, thank you, Rel for the Rock Hard Park. If you got other ones, maybe we just Rock Hard Park. We'll just see. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.